I'm Simon Rodberg, and I was School for Children class of 1992. At Bank Street, I was excited about learning with other people, and excited about using what I learned to help other people. At Bank Street, we were always doing real-world projects, and we were always doing them together. That included building bridges, running a market, leading a march for Earth Day. We figured out how to do things together. And school leadership is kind of like that. I was the principal, but there was very little I could do by myself. Together, though, I found that we could do great things and do them really creatively, as we learned to at Bank Street. I consistently had really great teachers. Some that I remember really well are Eileen Wassow, Judy Jablon, Rob Caramella, Kitty Newhouse, Edith Goffney in art, Roberta Altman in PE, Rudy Jordan, who was the head of the upper school when I was there. I consistently felt encouraged and respected by these teachers, that they cared about me as a person, but also were interested in me intellectually. So that made school possible as a place of joy. And I felt like my ideas and those of my peers were interesting. And so in my own work, I've tried to convey that same spirit and maintain that same interest in my students. Things I really loved, including anything creative, and of course there was a lot. So writing stories, and I wrote some really long, involved stories in Writer's Workshop, making a map of New York City, making clay sculptures and art. So much of my experience was about making things, creating things, taking time and care to do work that I was interested in and could be proud of. Since then, I've sort of learned that the name for what happened at Bank Street was progressive pedagogy. And I've also learned that too often that's misinterpreted as basically letting kids do whatever they want. But at Bank Street, it felt like the standards were high for the creative work that we did. And so I wanted to do really good work. I pushed myself to do really good work. And while I never felt stressed by my teachers, I felt like they cared, and that made me want to do my best for them. I had no idea that I was going to be a principal or work in education at all when I was a student at Bank Street in high school or even in college. But I did know that I was fascinated by the world, and I wanted to do good things and to really throw myself into them. But I wanted to be, when I grew up, that changed, and honestly I'm 41 and it's still changing. But the feeling of caring and of wanting to always keep learning, those haven't changed. And so if you can feel those and hold on to those, the world will welcome you, and you'll find ways to make it a better place.